Okay, so she was rode yesterday. If you can see, she stands behind a 2.5 foot tall electric fence. I asked a mule man one time to help my mule get to where I could catch it, and he told us I can teach a mule anything except teach him to let me catch him. I work him too hard. And I think that's the truth, really. They are smart creatures. Hello, girl.
Got a little study yesterday. Go again?
Yeah. Nothing's perfect in life.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
good girl. Oh.
Oh. Here. Oh.
Go ahead and, yeah.
Oh. Good girl.
Let's try the other side. Flip her around here. Move her all the way over for me.
Oh. Good girl. Good girl. Oh. Oh. Girl.
So we're not jerking and snagging up feet. We're still going real slow. We don't want to cause an issue for later on, so if we teach her that we're not going to hurt her, and if she gets upset, and we just keep our course, that she's not going to get away with it, but she's not going to get frightened either of us. So let's go ahead and saddle her up. Crystal, before you do that, would you take the camera down there and I'll start the tractor and back it out and we'll make them watch that. Give her and I.
Went for a ride. It's a little loose.
Tighten the handle.
This one? Ah, there we go. Okay.
You good?
Yep, it's good. have.
Well, the reason she's moving away from Crystal is that's what we teach them to do. When we move up to a side, we want them to step over and out of the way. Always want to put the girth on before the crooper, and before the girth becomes loosened when you're finished for the day, you take the crooper off before the girth. You don't want that mule stepping over or something and causing a wreck. And I'll tell you what, if that saddle falls off and that crooper hooks on, you're going to have a wreck. We've been working a water bottle on her, ain't Crystal?
Oh yeah, I take it with me on every ride.
She good with that?
Oh yes.
Good.
She don't mind one bit. She don't mind standing to a tree while you're out trail hunting. That's always nice if you ask me.
And so when you put the crooper on, it's not a big issue. You guys probably know that. Stalk you run over there, but on a mule, we might want to show you how tight we put the crooper, because it's a serious matter. You don't ever want to get beat off, bucked off, or have that.
Be able to fit like a finger.
Well, I
in
should
there.
say that you don't want to get that thing
It's kind of hard to see.
sliding up on its neck. And if you have a favorite saddle, we also make these. And then you don't have to get out of your favorite saddle if it fits the mule. Tell them about the Cavison, Crystal.
So we use a cavison on everything. As you can see, this part just goes up over the pole. And this will go around the muzzle. This is just to keep them from opening their mouths and getting their tongue over the bit, which mules have a tendency to do. So this just keeps them from doing that and doesn't bother them any. And I like to just kind of get it where I want it before I put the bridle on so it's not in my way. Just like so.
So we don't tighten up till the bridle's in and everything's set.
Correct. Oh. Sorry, I got a piece of leather in my way there. Got it on there. Get it all lined up. And then tighten it. And we like to have it snug so it can serve its purpose, but not to the point it's cutting them in half.
So how snug? Show me.
You can just kind of like slide a finger. You can always,
So not as tight as a girth by any stretch, but probably as tight as a crooper. Not as tight as a bridle, but a little tighter than that. And don't forget to take them off if you use them, because boy, it will gall them up if you forget and leave them on overnight and they eat hay.
you always want to undo the cavison before you undo anything on the bridle too. Just because when you go to slide the bridle off and take the bit out of their mouth, you want the cavison undone so they can open their mouth to drop the bit. So then that ensures that you don't forget it too.
Yeah, great fail safe.
Alright. And then we like to do the bits at a roughly a 45-degree angle to where it'll engage. That's a little tight probably.
Great.
Right in there.
Okay. So she hadn't been taught to park out yet. boot up.